those standards will, I imagine the registration and the process is going to continue to evolve and will evolve over the coming month. We've only done one of each so far. Any other questions about the reopening? Anything? So there, yeah.
Can you just, not about the reopening, but can you just say something about the t-shirts outside?
Yeah, the t-shirts outside. Yeah, it's part of the mothers, I always forget the acronym, what it stands for. Mothers Against Gun Violence. I always feel like it's an acronym for MOM, but it's not. Mothers Against Gun Violence. And our own Gail is the one who brought it here, of course, and is bringing it all over. It represents the deaths of children from gun violence in our state in the last year, and it's been traveling around throughout the state. And so I know it was at Sharamith, it's here, it's gonna be other places, has been other places. Yeah, powerful public art. Yeah. We've had a lot of powerful public art. Do you remember the images of trans folk that we had in the sanctuary, or not in the sanctuary, in the Oneg? And then the accidental one, we weren't planning on it, but I thought it was so powerful, was after we all came back from that bus trip to the protests at the detention centers. They took all the pictures of kids who have died in American custody that we had held up, and we put them around the Oneg. And that one always, because you'd look around and you'd see these smiling faces, and you'd realize they had all died in American custody. So yeah. Wow. Thank you.
5 years today.
Thank you for remembering, for reminding us. A few more announcements. This will be, there's no ukulele this week. Oh, actually there is online with Amy, but a little different. And there's no Story of Us. The classes that I teach, Karen and I are disappearing on vacation for a month. So we will be back in the middle of July. So yeah. Before we forget, a big thank you to Autumn back in the booth. You can sort of see them waving, sort of. Big thank you to everyone who put in so much work to make today happen. Our staff, folks like Nancy, folks like Jake Talvey Goodman, who did the magic of all the renovations, or at least supervised it, but also Dave on the executive committee, right? And all of these folks who have given of themselves to be here, to make this happen. To Scott, yeah, of course, to Scott. I definitely caught Scott while he was napping there. It was, so Scott, we thank you for that $250,000 pledge. It's really, no, we were thanking you and for the other folks here who made today happen, right? Who made sure that CRC was sustained through this pandemic and grew through this pandemic and found new folks through this pandemic and new community and created online community and sustained each other. It was kind of miraculous and kind of terrible, and all of those things all combined, right? So those are the announcements that I know of. Next Friday night we'll be in person outside. Yeah.
Danny didn't sign up to be the director of technology here. He signed up to be the rabbi, and none of this would have happened without him, so be sure and give him lots of nachas.
I'm glad to be back as a rabbi and not in the booth anymore, I'll be honest. Okay, let's give each other a blessing, shall we? Come on over, Leslie. Come on over, Andrew.
May God bless us all and keep us safe and healthy.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha.
Yeehaw.
Yis Adonai p'nai lecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May we each take a little bit of the peace that I know I feel and I think we all feel being here together, and may we spread it out into the world. May it be a more peaceful city, more peaceful country, a more peaceful world because of the work that we're going to go out and do. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Okay, hit it.
Amen, 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 amen. Shabbat shalom.
One more
Shabbat
announcement.
shalom.
Keep playing.
Shabbat shalom.
One more announcement.
Shabbat shalom.
Thanks to Leslie and her organizing, and talk to her if you have questions. Next Saturday, not next week, but the next time we do Saturday morning, it'll be a potluck afterwards. So we can all have lunch with each other. So Leslie will be sending things out. Pay attention, but potlucks.
Amen, 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 amen.